Hey guys, thanks for checking out Power Play Picks. Didn't get a video out last night, didn't have enough time, just had enough time to get the numbers done and the bets posted. I'm going to go over tonight's slate, October 22nd. We got 4 games on tap. First game, San Jose, Toronto. San Jose coming off, or heading into a back-to-back. Just won last night 2-1 against Ottawa. Now they face a tougher matchup with Toronto at home. And you can see that in the stats, they're looking really outmatched here. Significant advantage for Toronto and Corsi. Expected goals, scoring chances, and high danger chances a little bit closer. In net, we have Aiden Hill and Hutchinson. Hill has gotten off to a really nice start. Nice to see San Jose finally have some goaltending. We'll see if he continues that consistency. He's got a tough matchup tonight. We haven't seen Toronto break out for that big game yet with a lot of goals, so that could be tonight. On the other hand, Toronto starting Hutchinson. I've never found Hutchinson to be reliable. His numbers are pretty good here in expected goals against. He's averaging goals saved, so he should get a lot of help tonight. Toronto should win this game and outscore San Jose by a fair margin, but I definitely wouldn't be betting the Toronto money line. The line is heavy in their favor, and it's not worth it with Hutchinson in net. If it was Campbell, I could see going for it. Final numbers, advantage of course for Toronto. Pretty significant in comparison to other matchups over this year, but nothing crazy. It could still be close. San Jose's been playing well. Second game, Boston, Buffalo. Boston's going to be starting Ullmark, so he gets to face his old team. Buffalo off to a nice start, and they're really playing well at 5-on-5, controlling the play. So nice look for this team, given that Eichel's not playing and Reinhardt's gone. Boston, of course, going to have the advantage in Corsi. Slight advantage in expected goals. Slight advantage in scoring chances and high danger chances. When we look at the goaltending matchup, it's really tight. Now, Ullmark did have a terrible preseason. I was surprised by that. I really like this pickup by Boston because even though Ullmark was with Buffalo last year, his numbers were good when he played. Anderson, on the other hand, is playing really well. I mean, 2.5 goals against, .32 goals saved above average. Can't complain with that. And when we look at the numbers, looks like we're going to have a low scoring affair tonight. Under is definitely in play. Now, that being said, this could be the game where Boston goes off and Buffalo finally has a terrible game. They are known to have hot starts, and when you look at that roster, it's not that great, but they're holding their own at the moment. Third game, Los Angeles and Dallas. Dallas, this is their home opener. They're looking to get the power play going. That road trip, really low scoring. Not very interesting hockey, but they picked up a couple wins. In Corsi, Dallas is going to have the advantage, and same with expected goals, scoring chances, and high danger chances. Peterson hasn't been confirmed, but I'm assuming he's going to get the start. Holtby's been confirmed. As always, Holtby's been playing pretty good to start the year with Dallas, so we're going to have to wait until the season progresses until we can really get reliable data for him, because the way he's playing right now is much better than these numbers suggest. I mean, a negative .62 goals saved above average, that's one of the worst in the leagues, but that's most of this data is from his playing days last season with Vancouver. Peterson, on the other hand, 2.83 and a .15. He's been playing well, but pretty high expected goals against. And when we look at the final stats, huge advantage for Los Angeles, and that's because of Holtby's stats. Can't really take that into account at the moment. And looking at these numbers, the game could go over. Maybe this is the game that Dallas finally breaks out, gets the power play going, and scores a lot of goals. We'll see. And the last game, Edmonton and Vegas. Edmonton on a back-to-back on the road. However, Vegas is down Stone and Pacioretty. Last game they played was against St. Louis, and I did take Vegas, and that ended up being a brutal pick. St. Louis won that game 3-1. And even though Edmonton's on a back-to-back, they have two of the best players in the world, McDavid, Draisaitl, so you can't count them out here. I wouldn't say Vegas is a safe pick. With Stone and Pacioretty out, it doesn't seem like their lines have much chemistry going there. The second line is still intact, Carlson, Marchessault, Smith. But, if Edmonton shuts them down, then we could see the same thing as the St. Louis-Vegas game a couple nights ago. Looking at the data, Vegas advantage in Corsi, small advantage in expected goals, and small advantage in scoring chances and high danger chances. Koskinen is getting the start again, so that's pretty hard to judge when a goalie is playing back-to-back games. He only allowed one goal against Arizona, but that's Arizona. His stats are looking pretty good on the road, 2.55 expected goals against, 0.28 above average in goals saved. Leonard, 2.65 and 0.12. Leonard hasn't been playing stellar to start the year. I mean, I guess you could say average. And looking at the final stats, the advantage is slightly in Edmonton's favor. So Edmonton's not out of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they win. I'm going to check the value based on thousands of games of history I have. So